Today I'm going to show you how to create working contexts with Automator for Mac OS X. What do I mean by a working context? I mean a set of applications and websites that are useful to have open when you're performing a specific task or a specific category of tasks. For example, I'm a developer, so I have a little Automator program set up. In my Documents folder, I have a Contexts folder, and inside that I have this, what looks like an application, and it is an Automator application called Develop, which represents the context of sitting down to do web development work. So when I launch that, it's going to open some windows. It's going to open my to-do list, the Ruby core documentation, standard library documentation, Rails guides, question and answer site, GitHub. So all this is useful to me as I sit down to do web development work. And I'm going to show you how to make a launcher like this. So step one is to, for the web pages that you're going to launch, you're going to want to save some references to that. And what I like to do is use my Documents folder, and I've created a folder called Site Bookmarks for Automator. And within that, the new context I'm going to be working on today and showing you in this example is for mobile development. So I've created a folder called Mobile Development. I'm going to open that up, and for each page that I want the Automator application to launch, I'm going to drag the link into this folder, like so. Alright, and you're going to want to pick a good location for these links, because if you move them after creating the Automator application, it's not going to work. That's why I've got it nested down inside Documents, Site Bookmarks for Automator, Mobile Development. Okay, so let's open up Automator. And we're going to create an application. Now, before I get to launching those web pages, I'm going to launch a couple of applications. And for that, I'm going to choose from this menu, Library. Launch application. So there's two applications I'm going to launch, so I'm just going to drag two launch application items here. The first one I'm going to launch is my terminal window, for which I use iTerm. The other one is Titanium Developer, which is a tool for creating mobile applications, iPhone apps, Android apps, etc. It doesn't show up in my immediate list here, so I'm going to click Other, and I'm just going to go find it. There we go. So those are the two applications that I want to launch. What I want to do next is launch those web pages that we saved. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select Files and Folders, and I'm going to grab this item, Get Specified Finder Items. I'm going to drag that to my workflow. Alright, so now I'm going to take those links that I've saved before. I'm going to drag those into this workflow. And so that's going to get these items, and now we want to open them. So we're going to say Open Finder Items, and we're going to open them with Google Chrome. Alright, so let's test this out. Let's see what happens when I launch this Automator application with a fresh Google Chrome window open. Alright, you can see my iTerm window opened on my other monitor, so I'm going to just put it back over there. Titanium Developer has launched, and all of the web pages that I wanted to have open for reference have also launched. So cool, now we've got this working context, and what I want to do is show you how to make it a little bit more cool and accessible from the dock. Alright, so let's go back to that folder I had inside my documents folder called contexts. I'm just going to drag that down to the dock here. I'm going to put it next to my documents folder. And I'm going to say that I want it to display as a folder instead of a stack. And you'll notice that it's not the default folder icon, it's a custom one, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's save this Automator application that we've just created. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to save it to contexts. I'm going to save it as mobile development. So now if I open up that folder, you can see there I've got a new context. Now I want a cool icon to go along with that. So I've downloaded one already from the internet, so I'm just going to grab that. And what you're going to do is you're going to open the icon that you want to use. You're going to click Command A to select it, make sure it's selected, then Command C to copy it. And then you're going to go to the icon of the application that you want to replace its icon with the one you just selected. You're going to right click on it, or you could say Command I, get info. You're going to highlight this icon at the top here and click Command or press Command V to paste in. So you can see I've changed the icon. I've got a custom icon for this working context, and it's easily accessible anytime. I can just go to my context folder here, and actually I've seen this work. You have to what you have to do in order to get it to show up within that stack is move it out of the folder, and then move it back in. Now we've got our custom icon. So there's a lot more we can do, including customizing all those programs that we launch. Saying which desktop they're going to appear on and things like that. But I'm going to stop here for now. That should be pretty useful, and hope somebody likes that.